um, actual professional players would micro their units. Have you seen Boxer of StarCraft? Have you seen the way that guy micros his units individually? It's insane.
I have not.
Talking about from
I
that
mean,
aspect.
the StarCraft effective APM is probably higher than any other video
Much
game
higher. I mean, it's
like in
crazy.
existence. Like League and Dota, no matter which side you're on, they're about the same. StarCraft is an entirely different level in terms of, effective actions per minute.
And I think what
Frank's
saying is like, as an observer, we have time to think, oh, he should have done this and that.
Yeah.
But when you're in the game, it's different. I mean, it's all situational.
That's why I said earlier, to say these things than when I'm actually in the game.
And that's what makes a good player. Like an excellent player in certain situations knows what to do. And like, okay, in this situation, I'm gonna do this. And like you guys said, I'm gonna group my vets and elites in the back. That way they don't die, or split them so they're to make them useful, essentially.
Oh, of course.
I think,
it's not
I think Gonzalez does bring up a good point, though. Like, the fact of the matter is, the game has somehow. I think this new COVID world has kind of changed the community a bit. Now there's just a little bit more time for people to get together and play this game.
Undeniably.
So there's more tournaments. And I've already seen a drastic increase in the overall level of play, just like across the field. So I think Jajalis is right in the sense that, like, as good as some of the players are, like, I think overall, like, they could be a lot better if you know how competition is, like, it's just he makes you better, and then he makes you better, and then he makes you better. There's there could be a lot more of that going on.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, other players push you to be better as well, So
like I am, in terms of my knowledge of the game, like that one tournament, like last over the summer, like I know way more. There are so many things I did not know, even though I played for eons. There's so many things I did not know that I now know, and I assume that would continue. But
that's normal for every community, though, that plays the game for that long. Like you look at any other game that's been around for like 20 years, and the players.
Okay, Matt, you can pick the map.
Obviously better than the ones.
Okay. Yes, thank you for reminding me.
But just to point out, the thing is, the reason Mustache is making a mockery of the top players in this game currently is because the way they act, some of them.
yeah.
I would like to cut in here and say that as the person streaming, I do not agree or disagree with anything my co-casters may or may not be about to say about various other players in the community.
Yeah, but there's only a select few that are like that. If you think about it,
there's not.
But some of those, I'm not going to name them. They're a select few, but some of them are at the very top.
There's probably one at the very top that's like that, but that's about it, I think.
Okay, that's.
I mean, I'm a complete asshole, so I agree in that sense. But
Frank's a bully. That's what he is.
A bully. I would. Interesting.
Sounds about right. I would say.
Well, I mean, if you guys refer to the stream when he played Zane in the Allied tournament, that's a bully.
Player defeated.
I would say trolling idiot probably would be what I would say. So we got any more? I think Max and Marko are playing. Is that for
you? It's Max and Marko.
Oh Jesus! Is it the Marko?
Are they
the Marko?
Are they playing?
No, it's the number 2, the other Marko.
It's the other Marko. His sister.
Okay.
Did they start yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. We in here.
Right.
Oh, you jumped out. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
All right. Well, I have the stream up.
Sorry, because Monster jumped in and I counted the observers and just kind of went with it.
Is there a delay?
No, it's quick.
No, it's quick.
Okay. So, despite what my colleague tried to say, make no mistake about it. These guys are extremely good RTS players. Marko himself is quite literally a grandmaster in StarCraft. He quite literally played the best players in Asia, and there's a huge community with thousands of players. He's played them and he has beaten them. So perhaps a hint of. All right, so this Max guy, however, Don't underestimate him, boys. Don't underestimate him. This could get interesting. We'll see.
Is Max the second cockroach of the community?
I think he's really underestimated by a lot of players. I don't think people know how dangerous he is. He's really, really dangerous.
He's really good, dude. He's really good.
He's really good.
I would say he's underestimated for a reason though, because he's not as good as Matt. Like he's like just a little bit under Matt's level.
Well, actually, the thing about Matt is that he's got more presence. He
I
plays
think
Marko
well.
did get one
Right.
miner drowned right now.
Yeah,
Get that
agreed.
depot up.
Yep.
Oh, Marko has 2 miners sitting. Oh, there they go. There they go.
Yeah. So
Got the depot up in time.
Neo, Marko is yellow. Teal is Max.
Oh wow, he
We
misclicked
lost
the
that
depot.
miner.
He went to repair it, and I don't know what happened.
That's huge.
Yeah, that kind of stings. So definitely a good opening here for Max by the looks.
Yeah,
Oh,
4
hell
minus 4 minus to 6.
Ouch.
Dude, Max is out tanking right now by 2.
Marko might be
Yeah.
slightly triggered by that.
All right, so
Mess up
Marko
micro.
needs to
And can't.
some sort of. Marko's gonna have to pull something out of his ass here. I would say this is already a completely losing position for Marko.
Well, it's not gonna be so bad if Max just sits at his base. He needs to put some pressure on right now, honestly. Make some
Yeah.
dogs, go in.
For sure. Okay, so Max really setting up the economy first here. I love this ore refining place, and he killed all of the ore here so he can get it right smack in the middle here, nice and juicy. Tons of miners for Max. Don't even want to count them. So how does he? Okay, he's moving out now. The drone, Marko is just moving the drone in and out, in and out, in and out. That's why Max hasn't left yet. He's just been so preoccupied by.
Marko
Yeah.
is sending 2 tanks to this miner. He's probably gonna kill this miner right here.
He needs something like that.
The elite
Running
has
away with that miner.
But he'll escape most likely.
Ooh, it's tank. His rhinos were shooting the sentry gun.
Sentry gun there to protect. Marko really wants that kill so bad, but Max saves it as Marko's
Yep.
on the retreat now. Okay, so Marko, is finding a way to even out this game somehow. I don't know how he's done this so
Marko,
quickly.
he got a drone and Max's miner at top.
Oh wow, so that pushing and prodding worked.
I'm not sure if Max sees it. I guess he
I-
does.
Yeah, there we go. There's the
Max has
depot.
no fodder. He has
Nice.
1 dog.
Nice. So this is really annoying. He has to micro it. He has to take time, build a service. So he might have had to cancel a war factory there. And it looks like Marko is beginning to stabilize. He's even up a war factory now.
Max
Yeah,
stretched
he
to the
is.
middle though. He's gonna get these gems here in a minute.
Yep. And there's the fodder. There's the fodder that you were saying is lacking.
Marko with a good
Um,
split.
Yeah.
Has 4 tanks.
But it's seen, spotted.
He's gonna kill that refinery now. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
he
bad.
will.
Max gonna push in.
So he sees it. Now, Max still has an AFK miner by the service depot here. Marko's just keeping him busy, keeping him busy, keeping him
Yep.
busy.
It's Marko's stopping this expansion. That's nice.
Huge.
Ooh, nice
That's
tank
bad.
battle.
Very
What's
close.
going on?
That was bad,
And-
Max.
Yeah, it started off looking good, and then it.
Marko sending 4
didn't.
tanks to Max's MCV. He's probably gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So Max is not gonna get these gems in the middle.
Nope.
That should be game right there.
Wow. What a comeback.
Yeah. So the fact that was even... most players would have just died quickly in that situation. The fact that he was even able to make that a game, let alone win in a convincing fashion, just shows you...
I think the splits and the pressure that Marko put on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just hard to split when you're behind an economy like that. So it's crazy.
And he forced Max to build a service depot that slowed down his expansion. To
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good point. That was actually good on Marko's part too. Have him cancel whatever he was building for that depot. I would actually
Yeah.
kill that miner, to be honest. He had enough miners.
That's true.
Oh, and the miners come forward. This is all in.
Max is going for the all-in.
Yeah, so we have VWW in chat saying that top is harder to defend. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Top is
Yeah,
much harder to defend.
100 undeniable.
Is Marko gonna bring his miners in here?
Top doesn't do shit. Spot.
Top
Getting a
has
tank caught off.
its trumps.
Base trade?
Marko gonna run away with his MCV and go for the base trade.
Yep.
Too many miners for his liking. As
Max
is
realizes he has
pushing
to
in.
go home.
Yep.
started making drones earlier.
Mm.
Does he have money? Oh, he has no money. That's why.
Neither of them have any money.
What's going on?
Neither of them have any money to produce emergency drones or anything. But yeah,
So
Max
I don't
having
wanna
to pull back.
I don't want to see an elite rhino here. I want him to sell some of these buildings as he does. However, what's going on in Marco's base? Is it being cleaned up by Max here?
It is, but Marco's able to defend it.
Yeah, but he moves his MCV and he's gonna play Ring Around the Rosies with it. And so Marko should clean up these last few buildings here.
Just needs the war factory. He should have no problem.
Can't quite range it from the cliff.
His tanks are kind of splitting up on a. Gotta be careful.
Just gonna
Oh, that was an
dive in.
intentional split. He's gonna pick it with these tanks. Nice.
He's just gonna snipe the war and the game's over. It's his last building.
Yep, there we go. GG.
Alright, I am coming.
Cool.
So whoever's in the chat who's playing and not observing, can you mute yourself or leave? Because we can hear your Soviet miners building for the Soviet economy.
I couldn't hear that. Otherwise, I would have equally told him to tell Curry to please be quiet. Okay, let me just turn some of you up a little bit. Some people are saying you're a bit quiet. Right. Turn Monster up, turn Lucifer up. Berg, I think, is about fine. Cool. Frank's coming. Caverns.
So
it looks like we'll have Zane versus Matt next, hopefully.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, I was just talking to Zane. I was asking him to just go ahead and, I mean, Matt just won his game, so he just might as well just play today.
Yep.
Told him not to pull a Frank.
What on earth do you mean? Frank's a reliable guy who I'm sure is scheduling all of his games and playing them all in a all in an efficient time fashion.
hey, finally, a man who knows what he's talking about. Caverns. So Steve, what do you think? How many miners are you building on this Soviet versus Soviet?
I normally just go 2, but I guess you can do 3 as well. If he goes 2, you can do 3. I think you can pull that off.
But 1's not enough.
I mean, if he goes 2 and you go 1, then you're kind of gonna be down. I mean, low on miners, right? I mean, economy's gonna be better for the player that goes 2, but I've never seen a player go 1 here. I mean, I've seen people rush. I've seen people go 2 tanks and then build 2 miners because I've done that too. And
yeah,
what do you think?
I've lost to one many times, but most of the time I try one, it doesn't work at all. So I'm not sure. I guess if you go 1, your argument is you're trying to
put pressure,
delay their expansion. Try to say,
exactly.
Hey, I've expanded and you haven't.
Well, that's what I think. Like you can go. I think from top left, you can maybe go 0. I'm sorry. You can go like 1 and put pressure to avoid having to expand. So I think bottom right isn't such a good spot for expanding as quickly.
Marko got the top right. He says he hates this spot.
Good.
Does anyone not hate this spot?
Not sure.
I certainly don't want to spawn top right if I had to pick.
Do you think that's do you think that's enough of an edge for Max to successfully take this game?
No,
it's not. It's just a slight annoyance to Marko, but he'll be fine.
See where he has to put his ore refinery here, just nowhere near the gems. This is not ideal.
So, I mean, I forgot to ask at the start of the series, what are you guys predicting these scores to be at the end of this?
Probably like 4-1 Marko.
4-1.
I'm rooting for Max, so I'd say 4-3 Max.
I'm gonna say 4-3 Max as well. I think he's gonna come back and do this.
Wow.
I've seen him win against crazy opponents before, in epic fashion. Opponents like Marko. So we'll see.
Matt says he likes top right.
Well, Matt is a goofball whose biceps are way larger than they should be. So let's not listen to him.
Okay.
Drone business coming in.
Yep.
So very disciplined by Klang. He's just keeping his drone alive, making the miner come off a little bit, just
Marko went
maintaining the
miners.
threat. Marko went through 3. Okay, wow.
Yeah, he made another drone as well, I think. Or
Max also went 3 apparently.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
Marko?
I see 5 miners for Marko and 6 for Matt.
So Marko's build here on top right is looking pretty solid, right? He's got 3
it's actually
well.
Well, Marko's gonna come for this MCV, but he has the service depot up.
The service depot's down already, and now it's just gonna be annoying to try and stop him deploying it.
Oh yeah, he's not even droning it, boys.
So,
He's just
and now
slowing
he's
him
gonna
down.
force it back. Yeah.
Wow.
He's just being annoying at that point. Yeah.
Wow.
Was there a return drone? Drone on top?
He's
No.
gonna drone it again, I think. Or no? Yeah, he's gonna.
Oh,
drone
he
it
wants
Yeah,
to
he's
go
gonna
for it
drone it
again?
again. He's
The
got to be
main
careful
Max
because
in
it got
here.
on half health. Half health
This
moving all the way
guy.
down there.
Oh, he's just slowing
Marko.
down Max's expansion. Yeah.
Looking scary here. This Marko guy, fellas, looking real scary.
Yeah, never seen or heard of him before, but he seems to have come out of nowhere and is taking some names.
Where did he go in? I think he could have picked off a few miners there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go in there as well.
He's respecting the push here.
Yeah.
The push down the middle. As we are on 3 war factories and an expansion here for the GOAT.
Yeah,
and
that
Max
really
is
delayed
only on
that drone.
one.
That drone
Yeah.
delayed Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the just like hanging the drone around, just put him in such an advantaged position. Just little things like that, and Max somehow finds himself in a difficult situation here. Economically, he's okay, but production, he's behind.
Oh yeah, he's out tanked.
I think Max needed a drone to drone his MCV.
Marko baiting
Marko
out Max's
moved.
dogs. Gonna pick this up.
So, I guess 2nd and 3rd war factory on the way here for Max. He needs to get some of these miners to the left and move them to the center here. He outfodders his opponent by the looks, so maybe he can hang on and stabilize here, get the 3 war factory, and then move to the top right. Marko is still ahead. What is he building now? His 4th war factory? Service depot, and then moves. Just really not taking the risks.
Yeah,
I like how Marko...
really safe, good.
Marko's still baiting out these dogs, picking them off.
And actually, whoa.
Oh, now he's losing his dogs.
Disappear? That was crazy. You guys see
MCV?
that? Yeah, the drone jumped in and he deployed the MCV at the same time.
Nice.
He lost his drone.
Wow.
Can someone explain to me why there are 3 miners here at the gems before the refinery has even started to build? They're gonna have to be AFK here for a little bit.
Yeah. I think it was the drone. I think he timed it.
Look at Max's dogs. They're all dying.
Yep.
Dog battle, and Max is severely out-tanked as his miners are driving all the way back home.
All the way
here.
back.
Ouch.
Ooh.
That hurts to see.
Max is fighting to stay alive. He just needs to get a refinery in the right side of the map and then build a couple more war factories.
But Marko's
And
already in the
maybe-
top left, taking those gems.
Marko gonna split 3 tanks on the left side.
Yep.
Like it. So Marko not trying to do too much here. He's really just trying to play a principled game. Minimizing
that
these
war
risks
factory.
here. Just getting a war fac. Staying ahead in war factory numbers here. He's got 4 war factories now versus 2.
Versus 2. Yikes. Andy's on the gems. He has the eco to support it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miners.
And
Marko versus.
okay, we have an engagement here in the center.
Marko
Looks like
liking
Marko
this
has him
too.
out tank.
I don't like how Marko's engaged that.
Yeah.
He's
Move your units.
gonna.
Wow.
Marko just has way more units with the 4 war
Yeah,
factories
even
there.
with the poor engagement style, he still just about comes out ahead. Lots of them on fire, but
Gonna go
yeah.
for the MCV right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
he's
GG
got-
here.
this is GG.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Max knows it.
But did you guys see that? The drone like jumped in the MCV as soon as it deployed, and he lost the drone. Like it just disappeared.
Calculated by Marko.
Drones
That
doing
was
drone
crazy.
things.
Like the drone just disappeared because you can see the drone dove in, and then the MCV deployed it.
I mean, he had the service depot built at his expansion, so it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But I've never seen that before, and I missed it.
Well, I think the problem with that drone was that Max didn't hide the drone. He literally had it there in the opening where Marko can see. I think if he would have hit it, maybe Marko wouldn't have made the depot. I don't know.
Marko bans vetoes dry heat.
Why? Why do you think that? Maybe he likes bigger maps. He thinks he can out eco and just play the macro game better than Max. Doesn't want to. Because I can assure you, he can play the short game. But maybe he just feels like the long game is Max's weakness. I don't know. I don't know why he vetoed that. Interesting.
Jungle. I'm sure Max is gonna miss Matt here in jungle. They do pretty good on this map. What do they call them, Frank? The kings of the jungle?
King of the jungle here. Mr. Max. He loves jungle. Berg, how do you play? What's your approach on jungle? What do you think?
You asking me?
Yep.
No, the other Berg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's asking Burger King.
I generally like to just build up my economy and stretch towards the middle, get the fight for the middle gems. I had a game versus Necrons earlier today. You commented at Matthewson.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Necrons had a chance at one point in there, but yeah, you're pretty dominant on it. You both built towards the middle and had a nice little fight around those gems, with pretty much all the gems getting destroyed by tanks. And Necron's not deploying his desos in a timely fashion.
So what I'm not sure about is when you transition into desos on this map.
When you start seeing moving trees.
Honestly, I think for me, I'd say go radar after 2 war factories at least. Think about it. I mean, if depending on how the play is going, but I normally don't go quick radar on this map. I mean, I go 3 war factories, and then depending on how the game is going, I'd maybe make a radar.
Right.
So
do you build across, or do you move your MCV like
Well, I build down first those gems at the gems are closer, then I move.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's a sizable ore field there with a drill as well, so it's definitely worth getting a refinery there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Then they're both going through miners, I'm sure.
Max taking advantage of being the color green and hiding that drone in the trees nicely gets one of Marko's miners.
And Marko's drone's nearby as well. It's hidden in that tree.
Yep.
I've seen this a lot from Marko, just like keeping the drone alive and just not using it and just like making his opponent just worry about it.
Yeah.
Not even using it.
He's gonna get this miner.
Yep.
Gets it. Yep.
Well, that's a minor drone for both sides, but Marko was able to build that repair pad.
Okay.
But I think that miner going into lead wasn't so bad because he had just placed that refinery, so he wasn't really in the middle of building another building.
Okay, it looks like a roughly equal position here out of the opening. We'll see how many war factories we go here.
3 tanks for 3 tanks, 6 miners, 6 miners. Yep, pretty much mirror build.
Max is making the first move here across the map, and Marko is doing the same thing at the exact same time.
Yep.
So they're both on the same page here, no question about that.
But Marko's only going 2 tanks, whereas Max is going
pushing
4.
with 4 tanks right now to.
Yeah.
Marko able to see it. Yeah.
Good micro here from the GOAT. Wow. Didn't even lose the tank. Holy shit.
Nope.
And then Max didn't lose any units either. Barely even took any damage on his tank.
Yeah, he took no damage. So if you put it like that, then Max had the better
exchange.
Better exchange, yeah.
I mean, someone said that there's not good micro in this game, and I don't know what he's talking about. That was absolutely gorgeous from both players.
What I've noticed too is that Matt and Max have really good timing when it comes to sentry placements and going in, like when they're defending. I've noticed that they do really well, especially Matt when I see him as ally. His pillbox placements and as a tank are trying to pick off like example, Soviets are trying to pick off Grizzlies because of the range. Matt's timing on the pillbox and then going in.
Max with 4 war factories right now. Moving his
4
MCV.
wars and expanding here. Okay, so
wow, 4 war factories.
He's got
his approach on this map has been made perfectly clear. Marko, I like Marko's build better. He's delayed the expansion a little bit more. He also has 4 war factories, but he has the nice extra juicy ore refinery here at this patch, so he's gonna make use of that. He's setting up his expansion now. So, but
Max needs to get that refinery next to those gems next to the shore. Oh, just missed.
Marko pushing here at the bottom.
Ooh,
sending in the dogs early for the fodder.
Marko outtanks him here.
Oh, he wants the MCV.
Yikes.
4 the ore refinery is placed, but he did lose a lot of rhinos for that.
So he has a depot.
Yeah, he has depot.
I don't know if he'll waste time building an MCV though.
Max does not have an ore refinery here at the bottom layer, so the longer this game lasts, the worse it is. But there's a lot of rhino tanks coming to the left side of the map. Does Marko have enough to hold this? I think he does. It's not going to be easy.
Oh, he's going all in. He's going for gems. Going for gems or all in? Oh, he's going
bringing 4 miners.
4 miners.
Marko has established the ore refinery at the gems here. Time's ticking for Max. Does not want to be down 3-0. Gets a miner kill. Step in the right direction, but isn't enough.
Some good miner fodder right now.
Not great engagement.
He's running along.
He's still fodder.
They were taking some good hits.
This does not.
I think they're even on tanks. In fact, Marko maybe have more tanks now.
Starting to look grim. Gets the miner really quick. The miner comes in here for Marko to help in the fight. And it looks like Marko will just clean this up.
Yeah.
Easy lemons.
Yeah, he just swamps those tanks.
Wow.
Max has no money left. No tanks left. And that is
jumps
GG.
to a 3-0 lead.
Yikes. Oof.
So let's just get one thing straight. This unstoppable guy, Max, he's the current champion of 2v2. The current champion of 2v2. And he's getting slapped.
Yep. Yep.
If only he could just pick Yuri and even the score. Who knows? Pick Yuri and oh, poof, you start winning. All right.
Yeah, I think that Matt makes a good point in the chat. That initial attack with miners, the trees kind of screwed up Max. You saw his tanks were just going around the trees.
Yeah. Couldn't get a good position to fight in.
He should have gone into that hill going towards top left to attack.
What can Max do differently? He's down 3-0. He's got to make some sort of adjustment. What can he do here?
It's tough to say.
It's tough to say. Marko just is so fucking strong. He just makes it look so simple and easy. He's got a very, very straightforward approach. There's nothing fancy about it, but the execution is just
that's what I was thinking. You know, you're saying what can he do differently, and I'm trying to think why he's losing at these games, and there's not one thing that I can pick out or a mistake that's really being made in each game as to, you know, which causes him to lose. It's just Marko's doing the same stuff but better.
Yeah, good timing on him when to attack and where to attack.
Yeah,
strategically.
It's more so Marko just being that good as opposed to Max making mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's the timing and, you know, just the game mechanics.
Like the MCV snipe in the previous game, like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean having like almost equal amount of tanks there. I mean, it's very rare players doing that. You know, he sacrificed a lot of tanks in killing that MCV.
He just sacrificed the exact amount.
But the exchange ended up not being bad because he didn't lose that many tanks either. So when he did that,
Somehow.
yeah.
I mean, it's judgment, it's game judgment, and in the moment decision making.
Second judgments.
Yeah. You know, can I win this? How far away are Max's tanks? How, you know,
Right.
am I going to lose all of these? Are they going to suicide? Do I have time to get them out? You know.
So Max's tournament life here on the line. He finds himself 3-0 against the GOAT. 4 games straight against the best player of all time. Looking grim for Unstoppable here on Lakeside Plateaus. I like how he's changed up his map approach here. This is a very wildly different map than some of the other maps he's picked. So maybe this is a step in the right direction. We'll see. He finds himself down a miner at the moment. Oh. Hold on. Marko has 4 miners and Max has 3.
Oh, wow. Marko going to get the MCV.
Oh.
Some weird pathing by the drone. Could have got it, I think.
Yeah. Do you think that was the pathing that screwed that up?
Kind of looked like it, but I can't tell. I don't know for sure.
Or maybe Marko was like, nah, I shouldn't do that.
Honor on the battlefield.
Marko's drone's still alive.
Yep.
No ore refinery on the right. And this drone is so threatening. Gets the kill. Huge kill.
The kill.
Is the ore refinery on the way, or is he building a service depot?
It better be on the way.
Long distance mining here for Unstoppable. Not ideal, as he's made 2 barracks here trying to build up. Okay, ore refinery's down. Okay, so he's stabilized here. He's got 5 miners, two solid ore refinery placements.
Yep.
And Marko, he droned Marko during this. So Marko is officially down a full miner here. And the second ore factory probably in production here.
There we go. Next to the refinery.
Marko sending his MCV to the bottom left, it looks like.
Yep. Get up to those gems.
This is looking pretty good for Max here. He's up a miner. Full miner. And he decided to go radar. Is that the right play here, going radar?
Marko's sending 3 groups of tanks out right now. Left to top and middle. Max there to stop it all.
Seized it. Desolators here, top middle. Joining the army for Unstoppable. And Marko has officially set up his 5th miner on the gems here. And Max's lead is slowly disappearing, as the Desolators have yet to prove themselves. Perhaps the 3rd war factory now on the way from Marko. And Max really, he wants to fight right now. And he's trying to split up Marko's forces with his Desolators here, attack straight down the center, get the MCV, and miner kill would be the end of the game. But Marko retreats back, sentry guns now being placed. It looks like this is still Max's game. These Desolators look intolerable right now. I want to see Max push in, but he's not. And the
building his own
Desolators.
Marko has radars making his own Desos as well, so it's going to be a little... He should have pushed in a little earlier, maybe. Or like now.
Okay, Max is expanded. Now he's working on a 6th miner. Marko, it looks like he has somehow completely balanced the situation. I don't know how he magically just balances situations like this, but he has.
Ooh.
Marko has some good Desolator position.
Desolator, yeah. But the drone
coming in here.
Drone coming in nicely, cleaning up 3 of those.
Yeah. Sentry gun kind of failing.
Efficient drone.
Marko the one pushing in with his Desos.
Nice save.
Nice.
You should get that drone at...
Marko with 2 groups of tanks right now.
Yeah, gonna try and get up that expansion.
Sending a 3rd group to the left side.
Jesus. This is starting to get wild here.
It feels like Max is under tanked. Yeah, he's gonna get cleaned up here.
Desolator.
Oof.
Wow.
I'm back in the starting in spawn.
Baffled. I am blown away by what I saw on my screen. I can't even describe.
Marko harassing the top left throughout.
Yeah,
this, though.
top left back at main spawn.
Take a bullet miner.
Getting a drone. He's gonna get one miner. He's only got one miner kill though.
Desolator fight in middle. Who's gonna win that one?
Ooh. Pew 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 pew.
The Desolators are tickling each other here as the Terradrones come and eat them all.
Marko still has 2 tanks top left. Could get this oil or something. Yep, gonna hit that oil.
Marko is
looking
for the clean sweep here, as like you said, he's even getting the oil here. So 2 miners, no oil.
Finish off that radar.
Unstoppable.
Stop those Desos from coming out.
Stop those Desos coming out. Yeah.
I think Max still has about like 4.
Max has a lot of tanks right now.
Does have a lot of tanks,
but he's not using them.
He can't. There's just sentry guns.
Marko hitting his power
everywhere. Still being harassed here by these 2 tanks, causing absolute mayhem here.
Yeah.
This is hopeless. He's gonna. I don't see how he.
Marko's bleeding him dry.
Yeah. 5 miners versus 2 generally doesn't go too well. And the oil.
And the oil.
Uh-oh.
Max should have kept Deso on one side. Yeah. Tried to counter those splits.
Max is in a situation where he would love to just. I guess the only thing he could possibly do is some sort of all in and like hold his rosary while he does it. But Marko won't even allow that.
Nope.
Even that's not even being allowed. Like,
no,
sir, sorry.
Some good
your
Deso damage
chances
right
of winning
now.
this game are precisely 0. You're not winning. Sorry.
Nope.
Marko gonna attack the last 2 miners.
Well, one of them got droned, as Monster said, so one of those is definitely dying.
A good Deso deploy there, more damage.
And Marko showing the full display of his strategic prowess here.
Yeah.
He can play the Desolator game, no question about it. Max is in trouble.
Another split from Marko.
Yeah.
Max doesn't have enough to counter this.
I think this demonstrates really there's no reason for him to give Max a direct engagement.
No,
he doesn't have to.
Nope, because he knows that's the only way Max wins, and it's the only way he loses.
Yep.
And there we go, GG, 4-0 to Marko.
Whoa. So yeah, I think it's pretty clear who's going to win this tournament, boys. That was impressive.
I don't want him to win. I want Tim to win this time.
Well, guys, don't. I mean, I'd like to say that Frank's got a chance of winning, but we haven't seen Frank play any games yet.
That was terrifying to watch. That last game in particular was absolutely frightening.
Yeah, that was just domination.
He just did a three-way split, and then he grouped the 2 splits together in the center, like, joining with the Desolators, and there was just like nothing Max could have done.
So who does?
I keep pinging Josh. Play Frank.
I will play versus anyone right now. I need some games. I played some games yesterday, and they were like the only games I played in like a month and a half. So I need some games.
I'm messaging Josh. He just doesn't.
So Marko plays the winner of whoever. I mean, okay, they're many games behind. So it's Frank, you play Distinct Q, and then the winner of that plays Ed, and then the winner of that plays Marko.
Jesus Christ. Sounds awful.
So in about 20 minutes, Zane's going to be ready, and then we'll watch.
All right, cool.
Okay, Mikos versus D-Sector.
And we have Zane in the chat saying, Marko is not a joke. Indeed.
Well, Paf just jumped into the lobby and said Mikos versus D-Sector coming up.
All right. Well, Paf, do you want to play a game or two with me?
Yeah, Paf, come in and play Frank.